eyes, figure, personality.
What's up, everybody? This is SafeWord, your platform for teaching, learning, and opening the eyes of our audience to the world of kink, BDSM, and relationships. I am your host, Kane Marcos.
And I'm your other host, Orora Storm.
And I am your co-host, Callista Furi.
And I'm your other co-host, Knight Wagner.
So, what are we talking about today? I know we didn't come out, last Friday with the show, but tonight we got a two-part show for y'all, right? The kink of the month, and are you attracting the right partner? But you got to, watch.
First, make sure you like, subscribe, more content on kink, BDSM, and relationships.
All right, so first things first, this is SafeWord. And here on SafeWord, we have a safe word of the day. We use a safe word to stop all types of conversation, right? If it's getting too hot, too heavy, make sure you use it. So the safe word of the day today, crew, is aroused. So make sure that you're saying that word anytime you want the conversation to stop. But first and foremost, we need to say hello to our A1 since day one. He rocks with us on all of our shows. This is why he gets his shout out. So crew, can you help me say hello to our fan favorite? Ready?
Hey, Roy!
Roy!
You're my boy, Blue.
So, if you want your shout out like Roy gets his every week, then you know what to do. But first things first, we gotta kick this off right. Kane, do we have Kane Kink news?
Yes, ma'am. And I got some doozies for us today. All right, so I sent you guys a little bit of information on these beforehand, at least some headlines just to get everybody like, what the hell's going on? All right, so first headline I sent out to you guys. I'm hoping this is going to be really great. All right, so severed penis found at Alabama gas station.
Oh no, that's it. That's an old story. That's from like 1990 something.
Oh no, this happened real recently, beginning of February.
Oh goodness, there's another Lorena on the loose.
Oh no. All right, so this one actually has a little bit of a morbid, backstory to it. But the initial headline, and you got to blame the news for like pitching it this way because you'll see. All right, so a couple stopped at a gas station in Alabama, pumping their gas, look on the floor, and there's a severed penis on the ground next to one of the pumps. And so they call the police, they do everything right, just like, hey, we found a severed dick in the parking lot at a gas station. Cops come out and basically just say like, oh yeah, so earlier today there was a really bad motorcycle accident off of the highway. Dude just got, turned over a couple times, pieces all over the place. And it was like, pretty sure this got caught in the bumper of a vehicle that exited the freeway and got dropped off here. So no big deal. We'll take this to the, put this back with the rest of them.
So just nonchalantly, police is like, oh yeah, that's to be expected.
So
it just happened.
That's the way the news article puts it. And that's why I'd be like, hey, lead the story with like, hey, gruesome accident on the highway leaves severed penis in gas station parking lot. Like, whoa, what the hell happened? Did he explode? No, they just like, oh yeah, man, this dude, just all over the place. So vehicle dropped it off here. They let it like it was more funny than it was tragic, which, I mean, take away the brain.
I have
somebody lost their favorite toy. Like, that's super tragic. That's worse than Toy Story,
I got a lot of questions. First of all, how does one identify a severed penis as opposed to like a old hot dog that's been out in the sun too long, or a gas station Slim Jim?
Like,
I think it had an eye that was looking back at them.
And how well endowed was he? I mean, because if you saw my penis, I'm pretty sure you've seen my penis laying there at a gas station before. I mean, like, you wouldn't identify it as such, immediately. I mean, this thing had to either be, erect or, have a tattoo.
Like, that's a weird looking snail or slug.
Yeah, and how long was it sitting there, like shriveled up on the side of the road, like
Sure
jerky?
had some
right?
road rats on it too, right?
And if
Y'all
it
are
got
wrong.
caught in a bike as it's rolling down the road, like I think it would be a little mangled.
Oh yeah, definitely mangled, or like so.
How do you-
The way that they're thinking it happened was like he got struck by a truck after he lost control of his motorcycle on the highway, and that stuck like a moth or a bee or a butterfly until the vehicle exited the highway and went to pump gas, or probably defrag from the traumatic situation that they just witnessed, more than likely.
Yeah.
And it just kind of
The driver's like, "What the hell is this?"
just fell off of the bumper.
Kicks
Oh
it
my
off.
gosh.
God dang. Motorcyclists
could
every
you-
time.
I didn't think about that, like just getting out, pumping gas. I'm like, what the hell is that? And kick it off. Like, damn it.
Right?
Go about their day.
Oh, can you imagine if you had like a little toddler with you and they're getting out the car, road trip, they're like,
How mortified would you be as a parent? Just, oh my fucking god, stop!
I was like, "What do you got there? What do you got there? I got a snake." Oh, that's not a.
no, what?
I
Ooh.
kind of feel really bad for the guy because one, his penis is gone.
Yes.
2, it's all over the news. 3, we're sitting here laughing about it. 4, everyone's kind of seen it. It's awful.
Yeah.
He could never ever say, no, it used to be really big.
Okay,
If it was.
I
You know
don't
what I'm
think you guys-
saying?
I don't think you guys are grasping the concept that this individual is no longer with us. I mean, not having his penis or it being
Oh,
at a gas
I didn't know he
station.
didn't. I didn't know
Oh
he
my
didn't make
God.
it.
Well,
Jeez.
Well, I
man.
mean, the cops are like,
This is
You're
like,
all going to hell
last
I was
end
wondering
of
why you
it.
guys are being so nonchalant about this, or just be like, "Oh man, that's what
like,
if the
some
kid was
people-
playing with it?"
Okay. No, I didn't know he
died,
lost
like-
his life.
Well, I mean, he did hint. It's like the cops are like, "Oh, we're finding pieces of these all over the place." I'm like, okay, if there's
Like-
other pieces, probably.
I didn't think I needed the person. This person
You gotta
expired,
clarify
and
sometimes that
then
when we say pieces, we mean the rest of him.
I even said we'll take it to the morgue and put it with the rest of them. Like,
Yeah, the hint was there. I'm morbid. I
Thanks
can
for
get away
leading
with
our
that, but you guys,
souls.
come on, empathy.
Thanks for leading our,
Right?
already dark souls further into hell.
Right.
And
I didn't.
I'm
do
pretty sure
shit.
we had a discussion about you bringing on these morbid
didn't-
stories.
Right. This has been a discussion since SafeWord season 1.
How did this
My
become
dude.
my fault?
My ninja.
How did this become my fault? Y'all were just like completely unabashed about, like, oh man, dude got hit by a motorcycle and he lost his dick. That sucks. Like,
It's
nah,
the
I
delivery.
Is the next one as morbid as
Right.
this
You
one?
delivered it like it was nonchalant.
You're like the band Sublime. It's like really happy music, but if you listen to the lyrics,
It's not okay. Yeah, exactly.
Wait, I didn't know she had that G.I. Joe Kung Fu grip. See, that's a happy
there you
right?
go.
All right. So yeah, the next story I got is just as morbid, but I'm not gonna
Say it with a
downplay
smile.
this.
Say it with a smile.
Yeah, I'm not gonna downplay this. I mean, I'm pretty sure some people will take it as, oh my gosh, how are they possibly speaking about such serious things so frivolously? Honestly, I mean, this individual, hats off to this couple. Beautiful story. Just, I'll share it with you guys. So, a woman in Florida honors terminally ill husband's dying wish and puts him out of his misery. All right, so
Okay.
just real quick, how do you think
Sounds
this
normal?
happened?
Sounds normal. Sweetie, grab the knife.
No, did she get a hold of like sleeping pills or something? Hopefully she did it nicely. I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe pillow over the face.
Like there's true crimes and women that go crazy and serial killer freaking shows all over the place. So I don't put it past something
let's-
crazy, but I'm
let's ask
hoping
a
that she
question
grabbed a handful of pills, put it in his tea, said, "I love you so much," and that's what I'm hoping.
Let's remember who's delivering this news
Right.
story.
I was just about to say,
All right.
but we have
So-
Marcos over here, so
So
Callista,
something
how do
tells
you-
me.
What comes to mind when you hear the headline, "Woman in Florida honors terminally ill husband's dying wish and puts him out of his misery"?
All right, we have a
Okay,
few
Florida,
hints here.
it's already bad.
It's Florida. That's the first
Yeah,
hint.
it's already bad.
All right. Dying wish is the second hint. All right. So it's a Make-A-Wish thing. Make-A-Wish in Florida.
Yeah.
Callista,
All right.
how do you think the woman honored her dying husband's wish?
Was it crack or meth?
All right, so we got smothered with a pillow, sleeping pills in his tea, and drug overdose.
Well,
All
I
right.
already entered my foot in my mouth on the first one. I'm not guessing. There you go.
All right. So, like I said, husband was terminally ill. This couple was in their, I think they were 83 and 76 respectively.
Ooh,
Husband's dying of a
okay.
terminal illness and tells his wife, I don't want to live this way. So she goes home, grabs, some items, comes back to the hospital, and unfortunately, the gentleman was too weak from his treatments to put his gun in his mouth. So the wife, in the middle of the hospital, did it for him.
No.
What?
No.
What?
No. In the middle of the hospital? No. There's a million different ways to do this. Why that way?
Because it's
Is that
Florida.
the way you want to do it? Like, what?
So it was.
You're in a hospital. At least, steal something and inject it or glue.
Unplug the thing. Just unplug it. That's all you gotta do.
Machine, trip on the cord. What?
I think Aurora's voice hit a whole new level of high.
Okay.
So yeah, it's like I said, it's kind of a sad story, but at the same time, the fact that police got involved in everything, it was supposed to be a murder-suicide pact between the husband and wife. The wife was, the husband was demanding that he didn't continue on like that. The wife was trying to be a good, faithful, obedient wife, and brought him the family gun so that way, he could do it, and he just couldn't pull the trigger himself. So the wife pulled it for him, and before she could collect herself enough to, turn the gun on herself, nurses, everybody kind of piled in, arrested the gun from her. Cops showed up, and don't think this woman should be tried. I know the legal system and everything is gonna, drag this out and make it, a bigger deal. But to me, I think that was a good woman doing a good thing. If there was some insurance or anything to be garnered from it, then okay, let's start, asking some questions. But I know all of us here, or our parents, or we all know of a couple somewhere where they're like, honey, if anything ever happened to me, pull the plug, don't let me suffer, don't leave me like that. But this goes to show why you guys should detail a fucking plan prior to things getting to escalating to that level.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not opposed to about 100 milligrams of morphine, just
who's to say that she was gonna complete that pack? Maybe she was like, of course, honey. Somehow the gun jammed after I used it the first time. I don't know what happened.
So yeah, there is a lot of details missing from the story at the wife's request, like the caliber of the gun and what illness the man actually had. So, which kind of throws a red flag up for me. If it was cancer, say cancer. Mysterious illness that we're not gonna name.
Terminal. Then you have your backing right there. You know what I'm saying? It's something terminal. But a gun in the middle of the hospital.
Florida.
In a
Florida,
hospital.
you're
In a
such
hospital.
In the
Yeah.
middle of the hospital.
blessing, Florida.
What?
I think it brings more attention to the hospital itself. How did you guys not have a metal detector? How did she go from the parking lot to the lobby to the room?
Because you don't need a metal detector in a hospital. You shouldn't. Need to.
No.
You shouldn't.
Oh my gosh. Just what?
Oh yeah.
Just why I don't live in Florida. Okay.
And this is why hanging Dr. Kevorkian was a big thing. They should have. They should not have because all the doctors. The thing is, he wasn't the only one. He's just the one that took the fall. But
yeah.
Well, and I think.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, thank you for your morbid hot topics. Kick news. Morbid.
Speaking of relationships,
you can come back with something that makes us smile.
Are you guys aroused?
No.
Aroused.
I thought that's where the story was going. I thought he said,
right,
honey,
I was like, okay.
Get me the Playboy bunny girls and let me do it until my heart gives out. That's what I thought there was going, to be honest.
Well, they didn't have that
Okay.
discussion, so could you imagine
Yeah, he
just being
didn't
in the hospital
specify.
bed, just be like, "Oh, I hope she comes back with pills, or I hope she comes back with
No,
pillowcase."
he said like, somebody just do something that'll just blow my mind.
Wife comes,
And
wife comes in and just Dirty Harry, just like, "Honey, I brought you something." Like, fuck.
he's like, no,
This is how I go out. Like, what?
and he's all slow and old. He's like, what? Wait.
Wait, not like that. Yeah.
Not
Oh my
like that.
God. Can you imagine?
No.
Because even if that was your choice, what if, like, at the last minute, you're like, no.
Pity.
Uh,
Well,
Hold
I'm
on, I didn't
good.
watch the last
On
episode of
that
Game of
note.
All right.
who
So,
knows?
Hey,
What
getting
kind
into
of
So is that what you got
argument-
for us tonight, Kane? Shit. Damn. Okay. Well, I'm not quite sure how to segue this, but our kink of the month is turn-ons.
Ooh, does that turn you on? Does that
Just
story
in
turn you
case
on?
you weren't
You know.
already turned on.
So that's why the safe word of the day is aroused. We're not very aroused. Let's see if we can help each other out here and help everybody else is watching.
Hey,
help.
I brought you guys a story
For
about a
yourself.
penis. I brought you guys erotica, a story about a penis. And then I brought
Yeah.
you guys a marriage pact, which is relationships. Okay. I
Yes, it's a
met the
love story.
criteria
A love
for-
story. And
You
can I
covered
teach you
the
something?
bases. I'm just saying.
I'm feeling tingly. My
Good
tips of my
job,
toes.
Kane.
And it all lines up
I'm
with the
sure
second
you know
part
it
of
turned
our
on
series
someone
tonight.
somewhere. The people got random ass kinks. See, I'm telling you, it turned
Right?
on someone somewhere.
I feel
So
like we're
speaking-
gonna have a meeting after this.
So speaking of turn-ons, let's get into the show here, okay? Since that is our kink of the month. It wasn't a great segue, but we're gonna make it happen. Thank you, Kane.
You're welcome, guys.
What do you guys think? I got a question for you guys. What do you guys think a turn-on is? Can anybody tell me what the heck is a turn-on?
Excitement.
Makes you feel tingly and tense.
Excitement. I got excitement. What did you say, Kane?
Something that makes you feel tingly and tense.
Tingly in the pants.
You know, if I lay on my back wrong, I feel tingly in the pants. Is that a turn on?
I don't know.
Why
do
are
lay
you
like
always
that a
laying
lot?
on your back and starfishing, dude? What is going on?
It's a spot. It's a button. I have a button back there.
Lazy.
That's why. Yeah, there's a button.
Oh my god! Could you imagine if Knight was a boxer and caught a mean uppercut every fight? He'd just be pitching a tent on the.
That's why they got those big shorts. I'm sure it happened.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, not, you know, what do you think the definition of a turn on is? We got tingly in the pants, excitement, and we got some.
A
Laying on the
physiological
background.
response to external stimulus.
There we go. Okay. So something that, you know, gets your blood pumping, gets you moving and grooving.
Yeah, I didn't know if you wanted to give your definition of what you thought a turn on was. I mean,
Because y'all hit the points. I mean,
Oh.
what is a turn on?
okay, cool.
Yeah, we got the definition,
Yeah,
the
we got
whole
all the
breakdown. We know makes you tingly in the pants, makes you excited, and we've got this illogical thing going on over here. All right, cool. So that's a turn on.
Oh, well. I was trying to give another woman a chance to be heard, but okay. But all right, so everybody knows what Orora and mine. If you guys have been paying attention to SafeWord, you know, since the beginning, or you know, about mid-season of season 1, you guys know what Orora and my turn-ons are. But we haven't heard from the new host. This is a topic that the new hosts have not been a part of yet. So, in surprise fashion, let's go with Callista. What are your guys' turn-ons? Now, it doesn't necessarily need to be like sexual in nature or anything. Just what do you guys notice, you know, gets the juices flowing or makes you feel affectionate or even just brings about, you know, some kind of arousal?
Oh, first non-physical thing would be a intellectual discussion. If someone has, you know, that just spark, keeping me interested in conversation and can keep me laughing, and just someone I can vibe with. Physical, as far as that goes, I love me a good set of arms. I love it.
Yep.
I love to be able to be held, to be picked up. And there's nothing more sexier than someone kind of being right on top of you and just seeing all that, all of it in its full glory. So
Now, do you need
love it.
big muscles, or you just need stocky, not like little,
Wide,
twig
wide.
arms?
How
Yeah,
about a
more
5 minute?
stocky. It doesn't have to be, like full muscles. I'm not, too muscly or anything. Just something I can just grab onto and can like lift me up because, I'm a thicker girl. So being able to kind of toss me around a little bit, that's exciting to me.
Yep.
Um,
I
and a
agree with
nice
that one.
smile. I love a beautiful smile. Oh.
You hear that, guys? She loves a beautiful smile. And if you got big
Oh,
old arms,
uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
all right,
Some
what we
poor
got,
bastard in a
Mr. Knight?
wheelchair with no arms, just sitting there. Like,
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's it. Right.
Leave it up to Morbid Marcos to bring it. Just get the other direction. This is why you're in the red square, sir. Okay.
I like that nickname, Morbid Marcos.
great, that's gonna be the new fucking hashtag. You guys suck.
Morbid Marcos.
You put that upon yourself.
For me, well, as we know, a healthy fruit tree with big oranges and apples and round things
Breast.
is
You can say
right up
breast.
my alley.
Yeah, you can
Yes,
say boob.
by fruit tree I mean breast.
By fruit tree, I mean breasts.
And a woman who's good at puzzles.
I think-
She has to be able to decipher code.
Yes,
Right.
she needs to be able to stalk. Well, YouTube's being weird these days, and who knows? You can say the wrong thing.
Right.
But with the physicality, that's the first thing that hits me, and then the eyes. I for some reason like brunettes. They say people prefer blondes and redheads and things like. For some reason, brunettes. I like it. I dig it. Don't know.
Like the brunettes.
Um,
Wouldn't have pegged you as a brunetter. Okay.
who'd have thought? Who'd have thought? Given a choice. And then someone that has to please have a sense of humor, like they gotta laugh at stuff. And that's
Yeah.
hot when a chick is like, I don't mean she has to fart at the dinner table and be like, smell my finger. But
No, that's not funny. That's not
yeah,
funny.
right.
There's nothing funny about that. What?
That ain't
You
cute.
haven't been on that date?
What
No.
freaking dates have you been on?
That's just
Jeez.
me. That's just me. Oh,
Look, I
on
don't
the
want
wrong
this happening
website.
again. Okay, it happened once already. I can't have it happen again. Okay.
Hey, I know I should have paid for premium. Anyway,
Yeah, no shit. Whoa.
so I find that really like someone who catches like memes and cultural references. That's boom. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, I get it. Because I need someone that's funny. I need, for me, there's a thing with hands. Like your hands can't be ugly, dude. Like and I'm just gonna repeat mine. I'm gonna make him repeat his too because we have talked about this before. But hey, we got a new house, so why don't we talk about it now? Yeah. No. Just no. You need lotion, my dude. I could play tic-tac-toe on the back of your hand.
The light. The light.
It's called ashy.
I was doing hard labor.
About
I was doing manly stuff. I was
cream sheet.
in the backyard.
Long hours at the forge there. Brother, I appreciate it.
No, I love night. Not you got some pretty hands, but like I'm not even joking. Like those, I have a thing. Like that's like the first thing I look at. Like some people look at like shoes. Like girls will look at guys' shoes and things like that, or they want height or something like that. My thing is you put your hand on the table, and if you got a nub, and this thing's just like wrapped around and it's all fat, and your callus is like, meh, and this is bubbly, and don't look like your finger was finished. Looks like somebody forgot to finish.
But that's not fair. That's genetic. Come on.
It's a deal breaker
So
for me.
are
Like it's
breasts.
like
So are breasts.
exactly.
This is why I accept any and all.
And yeah.
It's not your fault.
So they just have to have a
why-
chest. So it wasn't necessarily, size or anything, because you mentioned oranges, apples, and round things. But
Yeah, I was like, just
cherries
anything round.
around.
Anything right?
Anything round. But why? So you like nice, purty, delicate hands.
No, they don't have to be delicate. They just can't be ugly. Like the fingertips like, have you ever seen somebody that chews their nails? And like, especially dudes, like construction guys, like and they're chewing and chewing, and their nail bed is ripply. And like it's almost like their entire finger is like that at the tip, or like where there's no nail really, and it's just like a lot of skin, and you just got that little bit of nail. Like, I'm sorry, like I can't know because you're gonna touch me with those, and just no. They don't necessarily have to be delicate. I don't, I ain't like the video where I was looking for some delicate, soft hands. No, but I gotta look
Now,
proportionate.
Callista, you said, for example, you explained why, big, not muscly, but big manly arms are attractive to you. But
big
why
hot,
do you think
hot dad bod? Think hot dad bod with some muscle
hot dad bod?
definition.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, yep. Here we
Well,
go.
why is that attractive as opposed to some bodybuilder in the gym? Like, why is that particularly a turn on for you?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I know why maybe too skinny is a turn off. Just because there had been some bruising, and there's like when that hip bone thrusts against, my thighs,
That's so nice.
that hurts. That hurts more than there is pleasure.
Yep.
And then the skinnier the arm, it doesn't. I mean, like I said, I'm a thicker girl, so a little bit bigger and heavier. So I have to be able, they need to be able to lift me without, struggling.
Mhm.
But bodybuilder, I don't know. Honestly, I have never been with the bodybuilder. That's just not my type for whatever reason. I don't know what it is, but it's not.
I'm
tried
not
setting you up with
piggyback
a
on that
bodybuilder.
because,
Huh?
I tried setting you up with a bodybuilder.
I was not a fucking bodybuilder.
Let's not rehash that. Y'all want to hear that story, that long story. Check out our highlight reels. Check out our last live. You can hear that whole story there.
Poor Tank. Poor
Fine,
Tank.
let me pour
Watch
more
Callista
wine
looks
now.
pissed off. Fuck off.
I was
No,
not
but
a
I'm gonna
bodybuilder.
piggyback on what Callista said, because like I agree with her as far as like the arms thing too. I said that in a previous live that like, guys got to have the shoulders and the arms and be able to lift me up. And I like the dad bod over like a super fit dude. And I have been with a bodybuilder. I have been with somebody that does fitness competitions and was huge. He was a gorilla. But it's just not so nice to like rub up against, except for visually. Like, let me rub some oil on you. Okay, don't push up on me now too much, because like I'm soft and you're hard and this shit hurts. And then on top of it, like I'm not super fucking fit. So for me, it brings out a lot of insecurities. Like, why in the world? Like, I remember the first time I got with this guy that I was dating, and having to, undress was like, okay, you turn around now. And I'm not like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it brought out a lot of insecurities because your body's perfect and I'm sitting here like this. Like, yeah, no, like let's just not. Let's not. I know you can lift me up and spin me around. Let's just not. So yeah.
Subconsciously, that may be my issue with it as well. So if I'm getting naked in the room, I need to know that I have the hottest body in the room. So
right, I gotta know that you looking at me, hey,
right?
Yeah.
Interesting. Now, Kane, we kind of know what you're into, and if people don't know, it's the feet. But why there's the scientists have come up with an idea that there's certain like curvatures that we like, and that particular person who likes feet, it activates a particular part of the brain that's near the sexual thing. Why is that a turn on for you? Is it, you think it's in your head, or you just actually like dirty ass feet?
Dirty ass feet.
Oh, he's gonna correct you right there because he's like, wait, dirty? No, hold on.
No, one, I'm not.